Hello, how are you? This is Rachel from sweetbeepaperco. I am back again with another video showing you some of the products that I received from Inloveartshop.com. They contacted me about working with them, sent me some products to try out, and I want to show you some things I have made and show you how I make some of them, a little hack for embossing folders. If you want to check out their website, it is linked below. All of the products are linked below as well. And make sure you use my coupon code, which is sweetbeepaperco, all separate words, for 25% off of your purchase, which is really awesome. I am a member of their affiliate program. So at no additional cost to you, you are able to support the channel for us to be able to try out some new things. So without further ado, let's talk about everything. Oh my goodness. So, okay, let's talk about the embossing folder first. So the embossing folder, this is the flower branch. This is the flower branch decor embossing folder. And I absolutely love the pattern that it does. It's so gorgeous. So with the one I made, I used some distress inks on it to kind of give this really cool pattern. And I had some other die cut to put on here. And I love how this turned out. It's absolutely adorable. And I used some light blue cardstock to kind of match the, let's see, I used, I think, walnut stain and salvage patina of the Tim Holtz distress inks, and so that kind of matches that salvage patina on there. And oh, it's so cute. This embossing folder is just so gorgeous. So let me show you the hack I learned the other day with using an embossing folder. So I'm going to use my Sizzix Big Shot for this. I've seen where some people talk about that you can use a rolling pin with embossing folders. I still have not tried that yet. I don't know where my rolling pin is, to be honest. So for embossing folders, just a reminder, if you are using the Sizzix Big Shot, if you're using another machine, check with your manufacturer directions. You need the standard platform, a cutting plate, and then you'll put your embossing folder on top, and then the other cutting plate, okay? And that's with these simple folder ones like this. So let me show you what I learned the other day, and it has just made a huge difference. I don't think I have the one to show you as an example. Remember the video I did with the flower window cards where I was using the embossing folders? When I was using them, sometimes the paper where it would be pushing it up would crack, and I had holes in my paper like on the sides of the design and the embossing, and I was able to still use those for those projects, but some of them were really bad, and that was really kind of frustrating to me. Like, what am I doing wrong? How do I get that to not happen? So this is what you do. So I've got my cardstock and I've got my little spray bottle with just plain water. So I'm just going to spray my paper down really light. I'm just going to use my fingers to kind of just make sure I've got water all over it. So it's not sopping wet, but it's wet. Now, I don't know if this would work for all paper. I have no idea, but for this cardstock, it seems to work really well. So then I'm just going to lay my paper inside my embossing folder, just like that, wet. So now we're going to put this through the Big Shot like that. So just lay that on your cutting pad, add your other one. Make sure you're holding on to the top and put it through. Okay, so let's take a look at it. I just pulled it out of the machine. Voila. So we've got a little bit of different colors because the paper is obviously still wet. But I don't have any cuts in my paper. I'm just looking at it through the side. Now, hopefully you can kind of see that. I don't have any cuts in the paper, any holes through it, nothing. And it just looks absolutely beautiful, doesn't it? So your next step, you can either let this air dry because it's not super duper wet, but you do need to let it dry before you start putting on like any of your distress inks, because the distress inks like are water activated, right? So definitely wait, or you can take a heat tool and dry it. That's what I did to this one right before I started the video, so we would have one that was dry. But it's absolutely gorgeous. No holes in it. It looks amazing. And with it wet, I just feel like it just takes the pattern so much differently. I don't know. And it just feels so cool. So anyway, so what I did after I got my paper done, and since I just want to get the top parts, I just kind of took it and kind of bent it just a little bit. If you've got some bend in it, make sure it's kind of flat or kind of pushed down a little bit. And then I just lightly brushed on the top with the ink pad. And as long as you're kind of careful with it and not push down too hard, it's just going to get that raised portion of your design. So what I think I did with that other one was I kind of did dark in the middle, but I mostly had this one concentrated on the outside. Doesn't that look beautiful? So I've got salvaged patina. And then what I did with this, kind of like on that card there, I kind of went all over it first, but I kind of tried to keep it in the middle, so it's kind of framed. And the colors are going to show up on this one a lot stronger because I did not wait for this one to dry before I started adding it. And it'll kind of lighten up just a little bit, but it's so, so pretty. So if you're having some issues with your paper, with holes, with your embossing folders, definitely try to dampen it just a little bit with water and then run it through, and you'll get some gorgeous results. I love it. One of the other die cuts I got from them is this really, really pretty butterfly. I absolutely love it. It's got so many little tiny holes in it. So make sure when you run that through, use a nylon brush after to go over to get all of those little pieces out. And with this one, it took a while to make sure I got them all out, and then to get the butterfly out. So on this, I did 2 of them and just kind of layered them on top of the other. So I think I'll use this as like, because I originally made it to do like a journaling card, and then I added these pearls. And I'm like, well, that's going to be kind of hard to write on. So I think I will maybe use this as like on the front of a journal. It's so pretty. But I really like the look of the butterflies layered on here. And then I kind of curled the wings up just a little bit and just glued like this part right in here. And it looks really, really pretty. It's really, really delicate. It's such a gorgeous die cut. I love it so much. But yeah, this is linked down below. Okay, next. And this is my absolute favorite, you guys. I am obsessed with these tag die cuts. These are called, I think, Wavy shape tags. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. They're so cute. So I made this little tag flipper, and it's so cute. So I used all the different sizes and just decorated them a little bit differently. So I put lace around them, and I used some of the Nuvo drops to just, I kind of went nuts with the Nuvo drops. I'm going to be honest. I went nuts. And then I put little sentiments on each one. So this one I have Live, and it's got a bee on it. This one has this bunny on it. It says dawn is near. And then I did different, like, so this one has the white, then lace, and then the black lace. This was my tester. So this one I didn't have up on some cardboard like the other ones. So this one just says every beginning, and I think I showed this in my Instagram stories. I also put gold paint around the edges of these, and then this one says live your life with these cute squirrels. I love the way the Nuvo drops look, but these die cuts are adorable. I love how they look like postage stamps. That is so much fun. So each one, the holes that it punches out in the top are different. So the largest one has a bigger hole at the top, so I was able to use a larger eyelet. And then this one, I think I punched a bigger hole to use a larger eyelet, and then these are the smaller eyelets, but not the tiny ones. I think they're the 3/16. And I put this mushroom charm on it. And I wanted to show how I made one of these for you, but I wanted the Nuvo drops to be dry because they take a while to set up correctly. So I have another project for us to do, so I can show you what this looks like when you first cut it out. But I honestly think these die cuts are my absolute favorite. Out of everything I've tried from their shop so far, they're just so cool. I can see so many projects I will be using these on, especially in the junk journals. They like that postage scallop edge like that is just mwah, chef's kiss. So I've got this little 6x6 pad. I wanted to make a tag using this little house print. Isn't that cute? So I've got a couple little die cuts out. So let's run this through the Big Shot. Okay, so when you're, like we talked about before, if you're using the thin cutting dies like these, you need, this is for the Big Shot, you need the standard platform, thin die adapter, a cutting plate, your die, and your paper. Okay. Let's run this through. Ooh. I hate that sound when you put dies through there and it just feels like the whole thing's cracking. Oops. Oh, isn't that cute? Oh, so cute. So you could cut out another one so you could just have the top part of the tag be different. I think I'm going to leave that one the way it is for this. Oh, I'm making a mess. I need my crocodile so we can do a thing at the top. What else do we need? Oh, we could use that for the topper. I've got some charms. Okay, let's make this cute. Now, what I thought about doing was having this, and then I have a little sentiment to put that says home on it right here. So I'm not going to go nuts. I don't even want to ink the edges to this, to be honest, either. Let's put our eyelet on top. I've got gold. This is one of the smaller eyelets. It should work okay in there. No. Got to use the bigger ones. Okay, I'm just going to set the eyelet. There we go. Oh, the gold would have looked so nice on there, but that's okay. I don't know. I kind of like the smaller eyelets a little bit better, but okay, so do we want to ink anything? Let's ink it up just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. I feel like when you start distressing stuff, you just can't stop. Like, I just love that difference it gives. Things don't look as flat. Yeah, I think I'm just going to keep this really simple. I mean, the tag shape itself is kind of that decoration. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry I'm going on about these so much, but I just love them so much. They're so cute. As soon as I saw them, I was like, yeah, I love those. Oh, I probably got put too much glue on that. What else is new? I always go ham with the glue. Oh, isn't that cute? Okay, so I wonder if we... No, I don't want to put an eyelet on there. So I've got my little gourd pins, and I wanted to put... Let's see in my little charms what I got. Oh, what about these little hearts? So I've got these little itty bitty tiny hearts. And then I've got this little tag that says happy place. So I think I want to put that, yeah, through the eyelets. Oh my goodness, that's adorable. And then I think this ribbon might be too wide. I think this makes it look like it has little braids, doesn't it? I think we're going to take the yarn off and just have the ribbon on here for now. Yeah, it looks like it had little pigtails. Oh, and let's put our sentiment on. I think we'll use the white one. So it kind of sticks out a little bit more. This I'm not going to ink. There we go. Super cute. I love it. I love the shape of these. They're so adorable. If you are interested in any of these products, I have the links below. Make sure you use my coupon code for that 25% off. Yeah, I hope you liked the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.